Hey everyone.
Good morning. I need a volunteer because I have to cut out early for this call. Any volunteers?
Is it a
Well,
volunteer just to like hold the structure?
yeah, just to run the meeting because I got a flight happening, um, so I got to leave
Okay.
at like half past.
Yeah, I can do that. I don't know if I have the full structure, but I can yeah.
Yeah, if you click the link for the notes, yeah, I'll put it into the chat here.
Okay. Will you be getting it started and then dipping out partway through?
Yeah, sure. 1 second. Load it up and we'll share my screen. Why is it not sharing? Oh, no. Okay. Everyone can see the screen now?
Yep.
Excellent. Okay, this is the May 15th meeting of the Stacks blockchain. I am tired and frazzled. Just a lot of testing been going on. We just had our daily POX3 meeting. We have a private testnet up and running. Blocks are being produced there. There is some weird behavior in the POX3 contract that I'll need Bryce and Aaron to take a look at when they're available. But I was able to stack, I was able to extend, and I was able to extend cycles. But POX is not being activated even after I meet the minimum threshold. So I don't know what that means. Mainnet. Is Dean on? Dean is on. So is Charlie. Great. Anything to report on mainnet?
No issues on mainnet as far as I'm aware. Things seem to be running smoothly.
Great. I will say before we move on from mainnet, we did have a large orphan block storm on last Friday. So what I noticed when it happened was it was around 13 blocks long that we saw orphans. It seems directly related to Bitcoin. Over that time, the average Bitcoin block time was 8.5 minutes. Some Bitcoin blocks were coming as fast as 1 minute after the parent block. There are questions in the community about this. There is a SIP from Frieger that I encourage everyone to take a look at. It seems directly related to BRC20 activity, but I don't know if it'll happen again or if there's anything we can do now to try to prevent it. And I don't think there is. So I would encourage everyone to take a look at Frieger's SIP PR around this. But it can definitely happen again. It was pretty wild, honestly. Testnet.
Yeah, for testnet, we had two stalls last week. I think one on either Monday or Tuesday, and then another on Saturday. And it looked like what induced it was a restart of the pod, which is pretty normal given that it's Kubernetes. But it looked like it was stuck in a loop trying to mine microblocks.
Wasn't this also due to lowering the fee a little too low?
No, that was a separate thing. So I actually increased it on Saturday, trying to get it started mining again. But I guess it's just giving it enough time to get to a state where it can start mined. So I actually decreased it yesterday back to 10
Mhm.
to see if we can just save a little bit of stack tokens,
Right.
I guess. But that didn't work, so I increased it back to 20 where it was previously at. But I don't know. I think maybe we should, or at least Aaron said most of the mainnet miners have micro block mining turned off.
That is correct,
know.
yes.
I don't know if that's something we should consider for testnet as well. Because it seems like it's not doing mining micro blocks.
I don't know. I would say if it works fine with Microbox enabled, then it's okay. There is an issue that Jude has relating to microblocks. We don't know if it's still an issue after the 2.1 release or not. We just haven't looked at it in a while. So I would say leave it enabled unless it causes a problem.
Okay.
Okay, discussion. Or should we go to PRs? Which can be kind of hard without Aaron and Bryce to talk about their PR.
Are there any other non-POX3 related PRs?
I'm sorry, say that again, Sorella.
I'm just checking if there are other non-POX3 related PRs out there that we didn't talk about. I see one opened by Stefan. This seems to be SBTC related, 3718. The ad length, did we already talk about it last week?
I see, okay. I don't recall. Fabian, are you in the call?
Doesn't look like anyone from
Okay.
the SBTC team. I'm presuming this was discussed yesterday in the SBTC call.
Yes, I would hope so. Okay, one thing I want to bring up, just getting the link here, 1 second. And I will put this into the chat for everyone to take a look at. I encourage everyone to look at the SIP. We're going to try to get a voting process happening on this today or tomorrow. This is the least super type fix that Aaron and Bryce have been working on that we would like to get into the 2.4 release. The SIP text itself looks good to me at this point. But please, everyone, just take a look at it. I put it into the chat. Make comments, or if you're part of CABS, start getting other members of the CAB to take a look at it as well. I know we've got a few CAB members on this call and governance people as well. So we need to start this process.
Yeah, just a heads up. We did distribute this in our group chat for the governance cab, and we're just starting to look over it. So we're planning to have that vote back today as well.
Excellent. Good to hear. Yeah, I know it's challenging with a lot of people traveling with the conference this week, but yeah, hopefully we can all come together and see what happens. Okay, back to PRs. I don't think there's anything that we need to discuss, especially since the PR authors are not here, so there's not a lot to go through. Epoch 2.4, as far as I'm aware, is pretty good at this point. We're just waiting on the SIP for that fix before we talk about cutting release. I know the target date for release is likely tomorrow or Thursday. And testing has been ongoing for POX3. We have a private testnet up and running that we've been running it through its paces at this point. We've seen a few issues here and there, but nothing too major. So far, Stack Extend is working as expected. Stacking is working mostly as expected. But I will connect with Bryce and Aaron once they're available again, just to double check what I've been seeing.
So for anyone who is interested in testing on testnet or who is helping us test, please use that discussion on the testing plan there to update the current status. I updated it as much as I could with Jeff and Jesse's statuses there. So I marked the extend as done, Jesse. I don't know if you want to wait for Bryce and Aaron to confirm as well. And if you see there's any other POX3 behavior that we want to check off, please feel free to do that. The next help that we need is from the wallet, really. If there's anyone from the wallet team who can help us test the plan there, that's going to be very critical. Do we know if the wallet team or is wallets are testing on testnet at the moment? Has anyone reached out? Otherwise, worth pinging them on the spot.
I have reached out to stacking providers.
Okay.
And also to Xverse directly.
Okay.
They haven't gotten back to me. They basically said thanks.
Okay.
So hopefully they're doing testing, but I have not seen it on chain.
Okay.
It's very possible too that they're just running their own tests, on the public testnet. There is one that I would like to bring up here. And this was added by Russ from Stacks on Chain. Basically adds capability for using a different wallet for Bitcoin 24. Today, if you try to use a non-default wallet for a miner, it just does not work. This would add that capability of using a named wallet in your Bitcoin Core instance. Okay, I guess we'll go to issues then. This is not something I've looked at in a while.
Yeah, I think if we don't have people to actually give an update on the issues or people who are working on the issues, doesn't make sense unless anyone here is on the call who would like to discuss an issue from the list.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time switching context from the work I've been doing back to this meeting.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, let's open it up for any discussions from the team. Otherwise, we can call it and then do the call today. Nothing. Okay.
All right. Unless anyone has anything else to add, I say we just jump out early.
All right. Cheers. See you in a
Okay.
few hours. Safe travels. Bye.
All right, see you.
All right, take care, everyone.
Bye, everyone.